Hey guys, the connection sometimes drops. It happens. So I'm starting over. Hope everybody tunes in. That was on the one that just dropped. Sorry about that. Happens. Anyways, 93. Hope your evening is good. I know we're starting a little bit late tonight, but like I said, changes are going on, and so we just gotta go with the flow. So I am gonna wait just a couple minutes here. Let some people tune in, retune in. Make sure you say hey, 93s, however you want to greet. Thank you guys so much for tuning in as we're, excuse me, waiting for some more people to get tuned in. Hi Chris, how's it going? I just want to remind you that tomorrow, hey Sean, tomorrow, Vic, what's up? Tomorrow is the live podcast with a great friend of mine, Sadako, who is really into the chakras. Is going to give her story about her experience with the chakras and where it's taking her, where it's taking her from, and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you tune in to Spreaker.com tomorrow and listen to Kenyatta's Chronicles live podcast tomorrow at 7 p.m. All right. So I see some people are tuned in, and we're going to get right into tonight's subject. Tonight's subject is sexual addiction. Now, this is a really interesting topic because I dug into it. I looked some things up, kind of to see what the definition of sexual addiction is. And there was actually only one. I mean, I could probably do some more research and see if I can find another one, but they gave a list of reasons. The websites that I checked out, they were all pretty similar, and I'm going to tell you what they were. First, I'm going to tell you the ones that I completely disagree with. This makes you identify as an addict, or with this symptom you are an addict. Okay, so this is the list of things that they gave that I disagree with. You're so preoccupied with sex, it becomes a ritual. Well, that means something different to me. Maybe whoever wrote this, it means something different, but you are so preoccupied with sex, it becomes a ritual. Mm-hmm. That sounds pretty cool to me. If it's becoming a ritual, then, that sounds like a good thing. Okay, number 2 was self-loathing. That means you have your sexual experiences and then you loathe yourself afterwards. I don't think self-loathing has anything to do with sexual addiction. Self-loathing to me is because you have been taught to think that what you desire is wrong, but you can't help yourself because of your intense desire, so you self-loathe. I don't think that has anything to do with being addicted. I mean, I think addiction can come in there somewhere, but I don't think that is a symptom of addiction. Self-loathing is not a symptom of addiction. That comes from conditioning, thinking that what you desire is a terrible thing. Feeling powerless was another one. Feeling powerless, I disagree with it being a symptom of addiction. You're feeling powerless because whoever, I'm saying you, but you know what I'm saying. Because you have this intense desire and you don't know what to do with it, you don't know how to harness it. So you're just kind of all over the place and fucking anything that looks fuckable. And, you know, you're just, your power is out of control. So you feel powerless. You're out of control, so you feel powerless. So those are some of the things that I was just like, I beg to differ on that. I beg to differ to tell somebody, so, you know, every day you have to look at porn for an hour, get off, masturbate. You have a ritual that you do every day. And then tell them, okay, so you masturbate 12 times, you look at, you know, your favorite magazines in the morning, you go to work, you come home, you look at your favorite magazines for like 6 more hours, you make dinner, you masturbate after that. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Not the only, but I'm going to say the strongest, the strongest know-how, I should say, I can't think of a better word, but being addicted to me means if you cannot live, if you cannot go about your day, if you are just like any other addiction, if you can't get out of bed because all you can do is masturbate, all you can do is think about it, you can't get out of bed, you can't brush your teeth, your breath stinks, you haven't showered, you can't go to work, you can't talk on the fucking phone, you can't do anything but have sex and masturbate. That is addiction. That is a problem. Okay, your power is out of control. Okay, so that is the point that I'll say, okay, yes, there's an addiction here, and and we need to work on that. But that's the only one. That's the only one that I can be like, okay, yes. Okay, and so they say the side effects are anxiety, depression, and substance abuse. Okay, well, we'll get into that in a minute. Okay, so another thing that the websites had said was you're willing to put your body in any position to, you know, you're immobilized and you'll screw anything at the risk of getting disease. Okay, well, I'll just tell you that you can sleep with 100 people or one person. You're subject to some, you know, you might be subject to disease. Don't matter how many people you sleep with. So you can't really put that. I mean, that may happen regardless of the addiction. Okay, so I kind of want to get into. I know I'm not addicted because I'm not immobilized by sex and I can live my life, but I have experienced addiction with a drug. So I know what addiction feels like. So I can speak from experience, like, okay, so I know what an addiction feels like when I was addicted to cocaine for a while. So with that addiction, and I'm referring this back to the sexual addiction, you continue, it feels good. Okay, so when I snorted the cocaine, it felt good. But that doesn't mean that what I was putting in my body was good. But I was addicted to that surface feeling. I got the quick fix. It was the fix, okay, of the bad thing that I was putting into my body. Now, relating this to sexual addiction, if someone desires sex a lot, okay, so the fuck what? They want to fuck all the time. They are just really horny all the time. Good. That is not a bad thing. If that is you, that is not bad. That's actually power. If you learn how to harness it, I mean, I think people that are called sexual addicts actually are very powerful people if they learn how to harness that power, harness that sexual energy. So well, as I was saying, you're putting those bad things into your body, and you just keep doing it. You just keep doing it. It's you know, it's what gets you up. It's what keeps you going. So that's the addiction, is the bad thing. So relating that to sexual addiction is, yes, you want to have a lot of sex. Yes, it feels good, but you are fucking the wrong people. And your intense desire for sex is actually a power that's out of control, that needs to be harnessed and learned how to use properly. And what you're putting into yourself, what these powerful people are putting into themselves and have been conditioned to put into themselves, is the wrong energy. And they've done it so many times with the wrong energy that they are just, you know how a heroin addict has holes in their arms? A sex addict has holes in their body from all the people, all the bad stuff, the bad connections that they've been connecting themselves with and going inside of, and letting going, you know, them going inside of them, and them, you know, taking it and receiving it. So it's the addiction to that. And so they attract the wrong type of partner. And these people, these beings are very powerful. So they need someone that understands that. I would suggest a magician, to fulfill that desire properly and have the know-how to harness it. I mean, I'm not going to say that you're going to fuck any less. I'm just saying that you're going to get what you need spiritually and magically. And I can imagine how frustrating it is to be wanting it, and not knowing why. It's just because that's just who you are. You are a very sexual person. You are just highly sexual. And I mean, the things that you could do with that power that you have, I really don't have any words to describe what that would mean, what that would be for you. So you have to change the way you think about yourself, what you've been conditioned to believe, that you're a sex addict. At some, yes, I mean, with all the holes going through, with all the connections that you made, yes, you need to shut it down for a minute. It needs to be shut down, you know, for a minute, while you gather and cleanse and get all this garbage off of you. Reboot. Understand your power. Understand why you feel this way. And connect yourself with someone who knows sex magic. A magician. Like, I mean, that's it. Like, that's all you can do if you want to harness that power. And you're not bad. You don't need to self-loathe. I'm not saying that once you shut it down for a bit, you know, reconnect and you know, get cleansed, you're going to go through withdrawals, all of that, just like a heroin addict. I use heroin because, I don't know, whatever. And you're going to go through, you got to, you know, get all that cleaned off. And then you're going to have a healthy desire. It might even be more. But you have to connect with the right people that can give it to you spiritually the way that you need it. Because you have to understand, it is a power that you have. It's intense power. And you just don't know what to do with it. So you're fucking everything that walks, and it's just like, well, you know. So, me being an educator of sex magic, I see these beings as, whoa, like, man, if they just knew what they had, man, oh man. Man, oh man. So you're actually, people that have been called sex addicts are actually incredibly powerful beings that have been conditioned to think that they're horrible, that what they need to stop what they're doing. They ain't gonna stop. Stop trying to stop them. That's who they are. Don't stop them. They need to understand who they are. Embrace it. Go through the rehab. Embrace it. And then get with the right people. Because you are magic. Like, you are one of the purest forms of magic. One of the purest forms you are. So, that is my take on sexual addiction. And if you have any questions or want to talk further, if you've been through it, you know, I'm here for you. So, yeah, I just want you guys to know that I love you. I think you're looking awesome. You're awesome. You're amazing. So, there you go. My take on sexual addiction. You people are the most powerful motherfuckers on this planet. So harness your power, get with the right people, detox yourself, and let your light shine. Let that light shine. Just do it in a magical way. Healthy for you, healthy for others, and it's way better. Way better. All right? Okay. I love you guys very much. 93s, I hope you enjoy this. Please don't forget tomorrow on Spreaker.com, I will be doing a live interview with Miss Sadako on the chakras and her story with them. And that's at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Okay. Much love, 93s.